What is up, guys, and welcome back to
Ooh, it is
SKG Racing
dark
Season
here,
5.
yeah.
Today we are at Brazil for round 2 of this series. And as you can see, for qualifying we have intermediate conditions. These conditions are stay with us until the end of the sprint, however we will have a dry race. And we're doing a one-shot qualifying here, but let's just get right into the lap.
I'm getting a lot of understeer. God damn. Wow, lots of understeer.
Here we are at the end of the sprint. As you can see, we're spectating. The game once again disconnected us from the session at the end of quali, and we couldn't get back in time for the start of the sprint. So a bummer there, as we were going to start 6th on the grid for this sprint, and now we're going to end up starting at the back of the grid in 15th for the race. Let's now take a look at our starting grid for today's race. From pole position we have Boosty and Co. starting from the front row. As we move on to the rest of the grid, AlphaTauri lock out the second row with Papi and Tank. In 5th we have Mav and Brackman. In 6th, Bloisy, Zidi, Ayagundas in 9th, and Golden Cam 10th, Hydra and Yurko respectively in 11th and 12th position, Cameron Racing in 13th, and Touch in 14th. And rounding out our grid we have Noah Fox. Onto the formation lap now, and as I said earlier, we're starting at the back of the grid in 15th behind the Haas of Touch. I believe he's a tier 1 driver filling in today. Moving on now though, I changed my differential to 65% for the start to help get more grip on the start as we try to heat up these medium tires now. I'm going for a pretty aggressive strat since I'm starting so low on the grid. I'm going to try and run these mediums for 23 laps to change to a set of soft tires for my second stint to carry us to the finish. Lining up on the grid, we got a perfect slot in as we were 0.1 meters with our tires in optimal temperature. To 5 red lights we go, and it's lights out and away we go, but it's a terrible getaway for us as we get a little bit of wheel spin. This isn't ideal, but we will be able to get through turn 1 cleanly at least, as all the carnage will have happened before we even show up. We see a Williams, an Alpine, and a Red Bull are off. But as Hydra tries to rejoin the track, he hits the side of our car, spinning us both as I have nowhere to go. And what? Warning collision with Hydra? He hit me, trying to rejoin the track! Luckily, we have no damage to our car. As we rejoin the track, we still have the Alpine of Grey Mav behind, so we gained 1 position off the start at least. Oh, I'm sorry, 2 positions, as Touch DC'd, I guess? Coming down into turn 6, we are on the back of Hydra. I don't know if he has wing damage after hitting us, as we caught over a second in just 2 corners. And I'm going to send it down the inside of turn 8, putting us on the outside of the hairpin of 9, and he just lags ahead. Okay, great game, EA. Coming out of turn 10 now, the rear end just snaps out from us, causing us to have to lift off and lose a bit of time. On the start-finish straight we go now, and coming into the start of the Senna S's, we are going to send it down the inside, getting the pass done, leaving space for him to take turn 2, but we were already ahead, as the Alpine follows us through, putting us now up into 11th, 7 seconds behind the next car in front. Cutting to the end of lap 5, going on to lap 6 now, we see the Alpine attacking the Haas in front. We're going to try and take full advantage of this and just try to slip through with the Alpine, just as he did a few laps earlier to Hydra. We go around the outside of Co in turn 3, just as he retires. We're now up into 9th position, slowly but surely gaining positions. We gain time on the Alpine in front in the second sector, allowing us to get DRS on the main straight here, as the Ferrari of Bloise was fast approaching behind. Going into turn 4 and 5, we allow the Ferrari by, as he's clearly much faster than us. I think the AlphaTauri driver must have DC'd because the 3 of us are able to just go through him for a free position. Onto the main straight once again, and we see the Ferrari pull away from us, but gaining and gaining on the Alpine. Looking for a way through on the inside into turn 1. And as I try to follow in his footsteps, I outbrake myself going deep into the corner, compromising turn 2 and 3, but still capable of sticking close to them. As they're going side by side again into turn 4 and 5. We have front row seats, and if either of them make any mistake, we have the chance to sneak past. Into the second sector we go as the Ferrari pulls away from the Alpine. Not able to get by him here, let's try and stay on him. As we can see, he was flashing briefly, meaning he has less than 10% battery. Going onto the long straight, we get the DRS off the Alpine in front, and with that extra 10 to 12 kilometers per hour of speed, we fly past even before the braking zone for turn 1, allowing us to swing back out wide to open up the corner. Lap 10 now, and as we're going into turns 4 and 5, and oh no, Bloise loses to the back end in front of us and oversteers, causing him to go straight on into the wall. And now there's a full course safety car. We're also up into 6th position because of this. Everyone in front of us is going to pit onto a new set of tires, but we decide to stay out as I want to keep my strat of pitting for softs near the end to have fresher, softer compound of tires and possibly get the fastest lap. You can see the McLaren and the AlphaTauri are still in front of us, even after pitting, as they just had that much of a time buffer to myself. But now Yurpo is behind us, and if you can recall, he started ahead of us. As, oh, the AlphaTauri is around trying to keep his tires warm, putting us up into 2nd under the safety car. Here we go now on the safety car restart. We're staying close to Boosty in the McLaren ahead, but we also want to give him just enough space in case lag fucks us into him. And off we go again. He catches us snoozing a bit as our rear tires are still cold, but we start to catch up as we cross the line. I want to drift over to the left and get to the inside, and oh no, the Williams was there, and I put us both into the fucking wall, ending both of our races.
Actually, we've got a replay here for you if you want to see it for the first time. Classic down the inside that becomes a bit messy as they take the second one. Any initial comments?
I mean, I don't know. It's unfortunate.
I understand you. It takes the time to digest that, but this debate.
This is the point standings after the race. Red Bull is leading the constructors by 2 points, and Boosty, as a tier 1 driver, a reserve in this tier, is leading the drivers' championship by 8 points. I did miss round 3 at Austin last Saturday, sadly, so we will be jumping to round 4 at Silverstone in the next video. Silverstone is a track that I'm very confident at, so hopefully we can get our first podium there and our first points in this league. But until then, take it easy. And if it's easy, take it twice.